The town of Hollow Creek was small and silent, blanketed by thick woods. The air always felt damp and heavy, as if the trees were exhaling secrets. Through the heart of the town snaked Hollow Creek, its waters dark and still. Locals whispered tales of the creek, their voices hushed, their eyes wide with fear. They said it was haunted. No one dared to go near Hollow Creek after sunset, not since the first settlers built their homes on the edge of the woods, not since the disappearance of Elias Whistler, the town's founder who vanished without a trace. His last known whereabouts, the bridge that spanned the murky creek. Legend had it that Elias still lingered, unable to find peace. He roamed the creek at night, his presence marked by an eerie, mournful whistle that echoed through the trees. Some dismissed it as the wind whistling through the reeds, but everyone knew the truth. It was the sound of Elias, searching, forever searching. The children of Hollow Creek grew up on tales of Elias Whistler. They were warned to stay away from the creek, to never venture near the water's edge, especially after dark. But children often are drawn to the very things that frighten them. And Sarah, a girl with eyes as bright as the stars and a thirst for adventure, was no exception. Sarah had heard the whispers, the hushed warnings about Hollow Creek. She had seen the fear in the eyes of the townsfolk whenever the creek was mentioned, but fear only fueled her curiosity. She wanted to see for herself, to hear the mournful whistle that haunted the night. One night, as the moon hung low and the shadows grew long, Sarah crept from her bed. Her heart pounded in her chest, a frantic drumbeat against her ribs. She knew what she was doing was foolish, dangerous even, but she couldn't resist the allure of the unknown, the mystery that whispered her name from the heart of Hollow Creek. The night air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. A shiver ran down Sarah's spine as she pushed through the undergrowth, her eyes searching the darkness. The closer she got to the creek, the colder the air became, the heavier the silence. And then she heard it. A low, mournful whistle carried on the breeze. The whistle grew louder as Sarah approached the creek bank, her breath caught in her throat, her heart pounding against her ribs. She peered through the trees, and that's when she saw him. A tall, gaunt figure, shrouded in mist, stood on the bridge. His eyes glowed with an eerie light, fixing on Sarah with an intensity that made her blood run cold. He raised a hand, beckoning her closer. The whistle pierced the night, louder now, closer. Sarah wanted to scream, to run, but her feet felt rooted to the spot. She was frozen, paralyzed by fear. The figure on the bridge took a step towards her, and then another. The mournful whistle filled the air, drowning out all other sounds. And then everything went black.